could actually pause the thing. So what I'm doing is I'm using Whisper of Rhyme. I would use increase the damage size
Guardian,
of Whisper of
Eris has
Visuals,
detected a gravitic anomaly
but
beneath the spire. She
I
thinks it's a
think
ritual
a
chamber.
part of me wants to make
We
sure I
call
keep
that
Whisper
the
of Durix.
arcane oubliette.
We could technically,
Savathun
like,
stores all kinds of
we have
truly
ways of keeping
goons
this
in there.
constantly
Raw
procced, so
bodies
I
for
am
magical
thinking, like,
experiments.
people would be like, oh,
If you
you would
want
want
to
this,
feed
like,
blood and
to
guts
be
to
on
your
there, but a part
discount
of me is
hive
like,
god,
we have ways
that's
to
the place to
keep
do it.
enemies constantly frozen, like, a lot of times, like, constantly, and our ice turret doesn't re-target combatants that are, like, already frozen, so, like, that's kind of one thing already, unless, like, they finally break out of things. So that is one thing. We definitely want this because my recovery is not at its max, but this definitely scales it to get to that point. Stasis shards definitely because of the new catalyst, not the new catalyst, but just due to its functionality of okay, the implement, you're basically getting stasis shards, so why not have something that would automatically give you health? And then this, I might technically switch for Whisper of Visors, um, Whisper or Visors, or possibly Whisper of Shards, because we are breaking, like, we are breaking. When we have Headstone, we're technically breaking stasis things. So I think I'm gonna try this one out after this one. I want to see its functionality after this, and then I want to see how it works after Stone. I want to see what the differences are between having a thing that can keep you just freezing targets. But the thing is like it takes a what 5 shots, 7 shots. I have this as just a backup. It's cool. I actually really want this as crafted. I got a really good roll for this. I mean, I really like how it's ranged. I wish this was charge time. It would have made it like 10 times better. But I appreciate like this one because it has heal clip and reservoir burst. It's kind of cool. Probably doesn't work together, but I like it. It's cool to have just in case for a little thing. I don't have a craftable one. I have not done all the raids for that stuff. That's my objective this season. But I'm sure a lot of people have those things crafted. I have pretty much crafted all the guns that I need to get done that were for this. Oh yeah, as far as what we're using as mods, we are using building into resilience because that's what most of them always have said. Resilience and grenade energy. Everything else will just fall in place. But I'm using Power of Friends currently right now because it's just unfortunately because of the stats. But I think Power of Friends would actually um, be beneficial to my teammates. If I really want to get into it, I could probably technically put, you know, if you want heavy ammo finder or special ammo finder, it's up to you. Those will definitely be worth it. We are going to be using momentum transfer and bolstering detonation. Because just in case if I really need to have a pocket melee to freeze an enemy that's coming in front of me, and maybe I can't get all my shots in, at least I have my melee to kind of be able to freeze an enemy that's coming right straight at me, and I can be able to get away and create a crystal or something like that. So we're going to have something that will keep generating us a melee, since we don't really have ways to generate our melee really well. Obviously this synergizes really well, bolstering detonation, and um, we are going to use grenade kickstart because just to make sure we have our grenade as much as we can. We are using. I'm using these resistances right now. I think I'm gonna switch out melee resistance because we're not gonna be really in melee ranges too often. We're probably gonna be using compulsive dampener. Or we might put a charge up mod, depending on that. It's just because this new event is quite challenging. A part of me doesn't want to. Actually, I think I'm gonna take out recuperation. Yeah, I'm gonna take out yeah, I wanna kind of take out recuperation because it's like I think I might, but I might not. I don't know for sure. Because I wish we had a mod that would give it. I wish Orbs of Restoration would actually affect on Stasis shards. I wish that it would actually like. This would actually like. Um. There would be like a mod that's just like Orbs of Restoration like we used to have, giving us Stasis ability to the lowest ability. That would make this so much better. So we're gonna do that. We're just gonna have iteration. The reason why we have elemental charge is because every time we collect a stasis shard, we're gonna continue getting chances and stuff like that. And why do I have that? I guess I had that on. Oops. Let's see what we can do. We could put that. I don't know why I had that on. I don't know why I had time dilation on. Anyway. So we're gonna go ahead and have powerful attraction just in case we need it, or pick up right there and then. I mean, it's pretty much, and then Reaper, and then Bomber. We're not really trying to go crazy with certain things, but we are gonna just trying to keep up our timers up on stuff like things like that. So we're just gonna see what's gonna happen. But I really, really hope I can switch out the slow, because I really think that we could really without having to have the slowing, and we could just be able to do what we need to do in terms of like, as you can see, like, well, I haven't done anything yet, but the armor charges, I actually do like that you only can see how much charge you can
Do you feel it? The latent power of the Witch Queen's
So
spell.
we're gonna go ahead and try. I personally think this is going to be a really good build. I think it's going to come down to people's abilities. Just synergize things that they have. I want to see the capability. I know it's a modified boss. I don't know why, but this fusion rifle probably feels like one of the best rifles. just because of its like, just of how like steady it goes, how I think I'm gonna probably switch it out. I think just having a matter of I'm just trying to see the functionality of this. Basically, we're just gonna keep on trying to make sure that I love this one. Kick sometimes. I do say that the front eight are absurd. I think I really am gonna switch out freezing targets for a long time. I know that might sound retarded to have not as an aspect, but I just think you're constantly freezing targets way too much, and it's pretty easy, especially since you can just kill a thrall or whatever and use your ice player to just get something. I just think it's I think I'm gonna switch it out. Once we start doing the actual I'm obviously doing the part where this is obviously like a curated version of it, so it's not like it's always hardest.
They're all just dead meat to you.
But it's like it's okay. Just kind of getting.
Your arcane skill conjures forth horrors.
But I will say, Wicked Implement now is like a top tier weapon. We're just Warlocks. It just does so much. It's still really good for Stasis Hunter. I think the PvP aspect still resides in Hunter. With Quick Implement just because of Backrus. But definitely for the PvP side of it. And I like how you can just create cover for yourself immediately. And I feel like we'll get more out of our like turns, because sometimes I feel like the issue with the turns is the fact that they only freeze the targets that are frozen, and you're gonna probably keep your time a lot better. And I think that is one thing that is, I think if it's trade off with, that would be a lot better. Yes, like keeping the targets not entirely frozen, but then again, you might be able to. I don't know how much generation we're gonna be getting, because there's certain aspects that are getting nerfed here and there. So I forgot which ones. I know Whisper of where you can be able to survive a lot easier while targets now is nerfed. I feel like you're going to be constantly being able to generate things really bust out. And at the end of the day, we want ways of generating things to make things happen. And if we have something that's constantly to generate that ability for us, then I feel like that really I do think that the Braytech weapons, if we have a Braytech fusion rifle or whatever crafter rolls. Why Bungie does need to fix this, because these prevailing mines are really honestly teleporting way too much in the economy right now. Like, you'll go for like the high tier, and sometimes like some people that I play with random, that like it's just like those last 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 10 seconds, they're just spamming teleportation everywhere, and it's very, very, very annoying. I really hope Bungie gets that fixed, because it's really, really annoying with that event. Because I know some of the I believe there's a challenge where, I don't know if the challenge is there, if it's a challenge. I believe it's supposed to, you're supposed to use the highest tier and not die at all at any point from using the high tier. I managed to get one. It's a partial completion. but I believe there's a secret triumph where it's like if you literally do not die on the highest tier, highest tiers,
your retribution.
which is a little challenge that we will have. And I'm sure they're gonna make that into like a little, it's a triumph challenge, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna make that into like, oh, try not to die at any point of this, blah blah blah.
Listen.
I'd like to share my experiments with the Guardians one day.
I do say that
As we share light. But I
these
know
things
they won't
really
approve of
do.
my method.
This area needs a little bit of updating in terms of like just what is going on inside, because there's some things that are just not really registering as good, and it's kind of some issues. But as far as the event goes, I really like it. It's really fun. It's very interesting. It's always complex. Once you get a lot of the cards and decks and stuff, I'm sure the thing is going to be a lot more fun. I wish that, it's funny, you could activate it with, the Tangled and the Throwing Knife for Hunter and the Shield, unless they change it. I think I'm gonna take out
In the name of retribution for the lost.
the slowing.
Time to me, acolyte. Ions.
Guardian, the value of the magic you've unearthed here is undeniable. But watching you and Eris revel in violence, tithing with hive rituals, it was disturbing.
Like it or not, your witch is gonna need a lot more ties before she's powerful enough to challenge Sivu. So, go ahead, sport. Make a mess. Enjoy yourself. Welcome to the hive.
This section might be a good roll, except for bad sword. I mean, technically this would actually be not bad in PvP. I mean, this is a scout rifle meta. This scout rifle meta is just like Randy's is just. I was just trying to play with the new Warlock glaive aspect. Basically, you know, you're just going into Brood Reaver You just... Oh, did they disable it? I wonder... Did they finally disable it? I'm actually wondering. Yeah, they had disabled it. That's so weird. We never had an aspect disabled like, right? It's disabled, isn't it? Yeah, it's disabled right now, right? Yeah, it just created so many problems. The Warlock one was just too overpowered. Whatever nerf they're gonna about to announce, I really hope it's. I think I obviously it's the glade. I mean. The glaive aspect, using the that aspect with the glaive, I mean it is kind of cheap in PvP, but it's like you kind of have to use some tech with it. It's not, yes, it's immediate, but the thing is you could get still eviscerated. People, all they have to do is shotgun you once. Like all they have to do is shot, and a lot of people are just using condition finality as a way to counter um uh strand warlocks right now. I do think it does need a nerf because, I mean, I think condition finality needs to have a nerf just either on. It's just ridiculous in terms of like I think a lot of times a lot of people don't get a full pellet shot, and you're just able to just destroy people with this thing. Like, and it's not that, oh, because you don't have it, blah blah blah. I'm like, I'm actually being for real because it's like, it genuinely feels like you could just get like 4 or 5 pellets off and you still kill the absolute and decimate someone so easily. Because it is it's a very strong weapon. It's a very powerful weapon. But I think it just has too much ease of use, and Bungie does not like ease of use weapons that do lots of things, unfortunately. So that is one thing I thought I selected to the helm. But yeah, no, definitely. I think condition finality is gonna get a nerf soon anyway because it's been soaring up in the ranks of trials. Yes, the top players are not using it fully all the time, but it is getting up there now because of just the bar that we have, and it's slowly getting up there. Eh. But I think it's just because that's the ease of use and the fact that like I feel like it's just definitely a one-shot kill radius in like certain ranges, then it prohibits.
It's hard not to feel that this is my responsibility. While we in the tower gathered intel and debated.
Okay. Okay.
Hive magic reveals itself in
So
precise
we're gonna try
shapes.
out
They follow the same lines
this
and the
aspect,
same means.
boosting your,
And yet our
and this could
rituals
actually
still
feed
hold
into
many
where we
secrets.
want to hang
Cards have scattered in the
recovery.
wake of your oblations.
So we have a little bit more
Our
recovery.
bond made manifest. I call them the deck of whispers. And they do whisper. Each of their
That's a fall off after
ideograms
10
appears
seconds?
to
Okay,
carry
there,
the
that's
weight of symbolism. Do not fault them for the
So
forms
the
they
Aerosmith
take.
will contact you until blah blah blah. I wondered if so I think there's a small glitch going on. There's some apocalypse cards that you're opaque cards or apocalypse. There are some cards that you're able to collect, but they're not showing in here. And I think you're able to get a lot of the cards like, see, apparently like I started unlocking these ones right here. Yeah, now they're locked again. So there's a small little glitch. If you're getting some of these cards that are, I'm assuming, are supposed to be saved for the next one, then I don't know. Like I guess they're just disabling themselves, or because it's a weekly thing. But I don't know why. This looks like it's gonna be a well, there's some that there's obviously like there's some in here. There's two more left. I wonder what this 16 one. I feel like that 16 one is just gonna be an ascendant shard, um, or something like that. Cause it, I kind of really was hoping that this wasn't just all rewards. Like this is definitely all rewards. This bottom half, and then there's gonna be some challenges and stuff like that. I'm wrong that the whole bottom part from the second half is just not rewards, but it just kind of sucks because um these engrams could have been like deep sights. These could have been deep sights. That's like okay, and yeah, you got an exotic. That's cool, but like this is the part that pisses me off, is that it's just like ugh. I hate how you just get an enhancement core. I hate that. It's just like come on Bungie, like, and it's like only one. It's just one enhancement core, one enhancement prism. It's like come on, this is you're telling me for an entire season. By the way, for an entire season, we don't know how this is working. I don't know if this is going to reset every week. We don't know if this is going to reset. We don't know how it's going to go. We don't know, but hopefully it doesn't reset. I really hope it doesn't, um, because if it doesn't reset, then I really hope that we get an upstanding. Because this is what makes us really dry in terms of like seasonal content. Because if you think about it, like boom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's next week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 next week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and another week, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 4 weeks. Basically 4 weeks of content, which usually is the cutoff point typically. Now I don't know if re-rolling for these do stack to get resonant weapons or yeah, not resonance. Rich deep sight weapons because like you could get multiples of these, like you could get multiple of these, but it's just like does it, I don't really know. I'm gonna test it right now. I'm gonna test it out. I'll test out 5 engrams. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it looks like there's gonna be an upgrade to where if you could keep re-rolling, it doesn't, or it's just gonna be through the cards, or it's gonna be a weekly thing. So don't know for sure, but I really hope it's a reset. It resets every week. Those little challenges and bounties, I hope they reset. Because that would be kind of cool. Because then you're getting a shit ton of rewards for playing the mode. So it's like it will make it a lot better. Discord, keep it. That's actually not a bad roll. I might keep it. It's not bad. Wait, what's that? Landing every shot in a burst grants this weapon increased damage and reduced charge time for a short duration. That sounds like this is probably going to be the new PvP meta. This control burst perk. Oh, that's not bad. Oh, that's a good roll. If this was maybe a stability or range, maybe stability. That'd be kind of key. Keep that. That's awesome too. Oh man. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and try out. We're gonna try the altars of summoning. We're gonna see what happens. Arc threat. Okay, good, cause yeah. So wicked. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put steady rounds. so I can make sure I land my shots. But yeah. I really hope we could just substitute having this with this player. Is there another person? I guess they're loading in because it's loading in the ritual part. There he is. I'll wait for him. Lord Ogre. Hello.
Head on a swivel, Guardian. There's no knowing what Savathûn locked away behind her magical barriers.
There's only one way to find out. Make an offering and hope you can handle whatever comes out.
I'm doing the hardest hitting. What's up to you, fellas? I'm doing which part is this? I also think there's a little bit of a glitch going on. If you're using Strand for these wizards, I think it's deleting. It's like killing the piece that you can right there. If I was using I have a fuck ton of the small ones. The robust.
The Witch Queen managed to imprison scores of Vex. Take them out before the ritual expires.
How it sucks. Just by simply moving. My dual controller. My controller.
It's funny. I really never fit in with humanity or the other ghosts.
I'm coming.
But when I found Savathun, it all fell into place. It was like I'd been part of the hive all along. I just never knew it. Maybe Eris feels the same.
So I will say, definitely, I will say for the harder content, yeah, probably the freezing works better. It's just interesting to me because I just felt like, maybe. This actually will be helpful in my stasis turns. I just don't understand. I don't know if I was in the Void Crystal or not. I know there's the shields that they have. I'm like I don't know if I was shooting the Void Crystal or not. Oh, was that the hardest difficulty? Because I know when you got it halfway through the bar. It's actually pretty good. You got one of the easier ones, I guess.
This doesn't feel like death. This is more like desperation, tension, terror.
Go back to the tower. Or not tower, but orbit. So, that did work out in some cases, but it didn't work out every time. So, I will probably put it back. But Whisper of Rhyme did come in clutch there a couple times. While you're near for targets, yeah, that's good. Defeating slow targets grants you cloud. Defeating slow targets or frozen targets grants you class ability energy. This one, I feel like don't get me wrong, I like healing portal, but I feel like sometimes that thing is. Alright, well, that was my interpretation of the Stasis Warlock build this season that got the good rework. I do believe Wicked Implement is still a very viable option. It is a lot better of an option. I think it's probably one of the best exotics to pair with this, because the fact that you could just keep laying down the trigger and getting, rapid hits and stuff like that, and getting the Stasis Shard. I do love the interaction now with Whisper of Rhyme it has now. Just being able to get health back, it's really nice to have now. Um, basically having, you know, your cold snap turrets be able to do these is so much more fun. I will say maybe like if we were really gonna get into it, maybe because I noticed that it really wasn't getting a lot of you know, uptime. We could do causing damage with this grenade causes your melee. We could try I just like having I do like having our melee though. But it is also like one in a while situation too. We're not really using our melee to this extent. We could try a grenade kick. We could try double grenade kickstart and bolstering detonation real quick. We could try that.
You're only here because Sabathun's letting you in.
Guardian, remind Ikari why that is. get this done, the sooner she can finish this.
I wouldn't be so sure. I see that look in her eyes when she gets those tithes. And you see it too.
Oh shit, I forgot about the solar. Ah! Bruh.
Disrupt that thing to clear the room of arc energy.
Transmute your charged light within the ritual circle.
kind of expert on hive runes?
Yes. Each rune manifests their referent. Death brings death. Lies bring lies. We seize them with our inscriptions, grasping their malign power. We wield them as we wield fear.
Yeah. Ayat. Forget I asked.
I haven't done this one.
These are some of Sabathur's plans. Take it down.
My Stasis Warlord supremacy.
I spoke with Elizabeth Bray. I can imagine why. She fears phantoms, futures that have not come to pass. I do not fault her for her concern. Tell her I am not alone. I don't know if she'll understand.
She has to.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and end it there. I really like this build. It's a lot better than I thought. See